What's up with it? You watching the Bay Mama TV? And yeah, we about to check out this video from the YouTube channel Warren Cali. And the title is Felix the Cat Mitchell, Oakland 6'9" mob legend life story. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Growing up, I definitely heard Felix Mitchell name a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, he definitely a legend in the Bay, man. For real though. Yeah, man, I heard people reference to Felix Mitchell a lot in raps and stuff in the Bay. So, yeah, man, I definitely heard a few stories about Felix Mitchell, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I don't know much about him though, you know what I'm saying, to be honest with you, you feel me? Yeah, man, maybe this video gonna tell us who Felix Mitchell is, man, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I haven't checked out the video. Don't completely know what they talking about, but let's check it out and see what they talking about.
Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm gonna talk about an Oakland legend, a real town boss, Felix the Cat Mitchell. Felix was born on August 23rd, 1954 in Oakland, and was raised in the notorious San Antonio Village housing project in East Oakland, which has now been torn down and remodeled. In the 60s and the early 70s, Oakland streets had more structure, with the Panthers having a big influence in the African American communities. They kept dealers out the streets and also promoted a lot of peace, having different programs for kids and also for adults. But by the mid-70s, they were disbanded. The Panthers policed their own communities, but with them not being around, a lot changed, causing more violence and less structure. In the 70s, Felix Mitchell would get his start in the streets. He first started off selling smack as a teenager, and after a few years, he dropped out of high school and jumped headfirst into the streets. After a few years, Felix would start to rise in the game and become a young boss. Him and the crew he grew up with made the 6'9" mob. From then it was on. Felix and the 6'9" mob flooded their project. Felix ran his projects like he was Nino Brown. It is said the movie New Jack City could be based off him. Felix ran a tight ship and wasn't just letting anybody come inside the projects or the mob's turf. You had to be from the hood, be a resident, or be a fiend. Felix even had kids that look out for cops and enemies. Like I said, he was really on point. But being a boss of his stature, you would have to. As Felix was pushing work all through his community, many people would say he tore his community down. But a lot will also say he helped a lot, giving back to a lot of families and giving back to the kids. Over the years, Felix's money started to rise. I mean, on another level. He let his show get in luxury cars like Rolls Royces, Ferraris, even buying luxury homes throughout the Bay and LA. You know, with all this money, bruh had all the little dots back in the day. Felix business booming, he connected and expanded all over, going to other cities and also other states. I mean, this dude was getting millions. Even with Felix living a lavish lifestyle, making all that money, and having all the little thotties, he wasn't off limits. It wasn't immune to beef. He had some heavy opposition with dudes like Funktown Harv from Funktown and Mickey Moore of the Family, who was an R&B singer, then turned dealer. He probably was like Lamar from BMF singing You Can't Stop the Rain. But these dudes were serious and also about their business, and they didn't mind going to war. Felix,
I ain't gonna lie, man. I do think a lot of kingpins down there did help, like, tear the community down. I ain't even gonna lie, but still think it's like deeper than that, though. And I think they let shit go on for a reason, though. You know what I'm saying? To keep shit a little fucked up. Yeah, man, at least he was giving back to the community and shit. You know what I'm saying? You help fucking it up, at least help the motherfucker struggling at least or something. Yeah, shit, nowadays, man, it seems like motherfuckers don't even look out for the community no more. They just fuck it up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, if you doing some bad shit, man, at least do a few good things with it, you know what I'm saying? For real, though.
and his crew wasn't backing down. The 6'9" mob and the family would be in a back and forth war, with bodies being dropped on both sides. This would call police attention and prompted several investigations. All this occurred in 1980. August of 80 was called Bloody August. 3 associates of the family was popped up by the 6'9" mob. This was well known, and actually the 6'9" mob was bragging about it. This led to more bodies dropping, and Oakland police began to crack down. In 1983, it was 2,000 more arrests compared to 1982. After years of investigation, by 1985, police had enough evidence to arrest Felix, and his charges were tax evasion, continuing criminal enterprise, and conspiracy. By June of 1985, Felix was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole.
Damn.
Some of Felix's crew would be taken down as well. Also, Mickey Moore, Felix's rival, and his crew also got arrested.
I ain't gonna lie, man, that's crazy. Cause like I was saying, man, I definitely heard his name, people referencing his name, and shit, he got arrested before I even was born. So, man, he definitely gotta be a legendary figure though, man, for real though, for his name still to be floating around when I got older and shit, you know what I'm saying? So that was years and years, man. He definitely a legendary name for sure, for sure.
Oakland PD thought sentencing Felix to life was going to help the community, but it actually made it worse. It made less structure and created more of a fight of who was going to take over the streets next, causing more violence and bodies being dropped. Felix was sent to Leavenworth Prison in Leavenworth, Kansas to do his life sentence, but in 1986, he was stabbed, taking his life, just a few days shy of his birthday.
Damn.
Felix's funeral was held on August 29th of 1986. Let's just say the hood showed up and showed out. They sent him home like a real G, and the boss he was. People flooded the streets, and foreign cars and limousines were all over the roads. Police even attended the funeral. The police watched his funeral from the sideline in the Ferrari that he had. They seized it in the raid and also brought it to the funeral as they watched his crew and seeing who was going to be next to charge. Little D, Felix's son's cousin, began to make a big name for himself shortly after, continuing the family business. Little D also lived a lavish lifestyle and had many connections, even dealing with LA legends like Rick Ross. But by 1988, Little D was arrested and sentenced, and the streets got even crazier. Little D is now free after doing 28 years. He was even pardoned by Obama. Mickey Moore, the leader of the family, and Felix's ex-rival, got out of jail and became a pastor. He even put out his own book. Felix Mitchell isn't alive anymore, but he left his mark in Oakland, and he still gets talked about today and heavily mentioned in circles around the world.
Facts.
Felix was a street legend, and this was his story.
Yeah, man. Ain't gonna lie, that's a crazy story, man. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I was saying, man, I definitely think some kingpins probably help fuck up the hood, you know what I'm saying? But at least he was giving back, man, you know what I mean? It is about balance, though, man, for real, though. You gotta balance some shit out, man, for real. Like, man, you doing one bad thing, man, go do two good things, man, you know what I mean? For real, though. But yeah, man, Felix Mitchell name definitely still ringing to this day, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, shit, he got arrested before I was even born and shit. So was named the ring for so many years, man. He definitely legendary, man. For real, don't. Rest in peace to Felix Mitchell, man. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, I ain't know Lil D was connected to him too. I've been seeing Lil D around on Instagram and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, I don't know too much about his story either though, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, I guess he was linked to Felix Mitchell once upon a time, man. So that's crazy, man, for real though. Yo, triple OG, man, for real though, man. Crazy story. But yeah, man, salute to the O, man. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. You watching the Bay Bomber TV. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Until the next time, alright?